Hello, welcome to Crypto News. Today is July 3rd, 2025, and here are the top cryptocurrency news stories. We'll start today's episode from Arizona. As I mentioned in the previous episode, Arizona just announced a new Bitcoin reserve that will be created from seized cryptocurrency. However, the governor of Arizona vetoed this bill, arguing that it would deprive local law enforcement agencies from cooperating with the state on the issue of digital assets by removing seized assets from local law, and that's why they vetoed the bill. Moving on to the good news for America, we will refer to the new head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, who stated that tokenization is a very big innovation and essentially that the SEC should properly regulate the cryptocurrency market in order to allow this new framework to develop as much as possible. So, good news for Americans. Moving on from America, we go to Germany and a German bank, KBC Bank, which will offer Bitcoin and Ethereum to retail clients. This bank is one of the largest financial institutions in Belgium and is preparing to allow clients to invest in cryptocurrencies through its platform called Bolero. Bolero is an online investment platform and will start gently with Bitcoin and Ethereum and will gradually expand as you understand. So it is time for our banks to turn to our ETFs. According to data from July 1st, we see that there were $342 million in outflows, resulting in a simple break of the 15-day streak of continuous inflows into ETFs. According to data from July 2nd, we see that we are already at $407 million in inflows without knowing what BlackRock has done. Moving on to interesting news about our ETFs, let me tell you first of all that the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, one day gave the green light to the Grayscale ETF, which includes Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, and Cardano, and the very next day we learned that they paused this ETF. Obviously, we don't know the reason, we only know the fact, and from this ETF that was paused, we go to the Solana ETF, which has very positive inflows. On its first day of launch, the Solana staking ETF earned $12 million in inflows, with a total trading volume of $33 million. In the coming days, as the market stabilizes, we will see what its actual inflows will be and what the interest of investors will be. Let's say that the price of Solana did not change much from the event, because everyone is still looking at Bitcoin. Moving on to our exchanges, we go to OKX and Bybit, which have officially opened their offices in Europe. Bybit opened Bybit EU, which is fully regulated by EU laws, while OKX officially opened its offices in France. While we are on the exchanges, we will also go to Binance, which has not yet received any license in Europe. However, it is expanding into France. Specifically, Binance Pay brings cryptocurrency payments to more than 80 businesses on the French Riviera. Binance has partnered with French fintech company Lazy, enabling over 80 businesses in France to accept cryptocurrency payments. This partnership gives both visitors and locals the opportunity to pay with stablecoins and other cryptocurrencies at hotels, restaurants, beach clubs, and more. Payments will be made by scanning a QR code, and customers won't have to pay gas fees to do so. They'll just pay the regular price of the product. So from Binance, which is expanding, we're going to go to a coin for today, and we're going to go to Ripple, which seems to be following in the footsteps of Circle and has also applied to become a bank in America. And according to Ripple's CEO, it's going to benefit a lot from this. The stablecoin that Ripple has, as it could potentially be the bank's base currency. So good luck to Ripple. And once again, like with Solana, the price of XRP didn't move at all on this news, although it's very impressive. Everyone is still looking at Bitcoin, which is currently at $109,000 to $108,000. We're above our resistance. We're waiting to see if support can form. The reason for the big candle is the jobs in America, which are falling with the biggest drop in 2 years. Specifically, the private sector in America lost 33,000 jobs in June, beating expectations for a 100,000 gain. So they were expecting to add 100,000 jobs in June. However, they lost 33,000. And that, as we have said many times, is one of the most important numbers that Mr. Powell is watching from the Fed. What does this man see in the population and jobs in America? And if jobs in America are weak, does that mean the American market is weak? And how can we easily strengthen it? By cutting interest rates. And for that reason, in 27 days, we have a 19% chance that the Fed will announce a 0.25% rate cut. And for that very reason, the cryptocurrency market reacted. That wraps up the top news for crypto. Today is July 3rd, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care everyone and have a good day.